Yes, the Bears have a chance this Sunday. This is the NFL, where every team has a chance every week. And you look at the Packers' defense, which hasn't been able to stop anybody so far, and assuming that Martz is not a complete fool again this Sunday, and he runs the ball some, and he finds a way to get the ball out of Jay Cutler's hands more quickly, then obviously the Bears have a chance. It should be a high-scoring game, should be a very entertaining game. There's absolutely no way to know what Martz is going to do. I mean, last year it took them 7 games to get to him and explain to him that he couldn't behave the way he'd been behaving. Now it's only taken Lovie Smith 2 games, but that doesn't mean Martz is going to pay attention to everything Lovie Smith tells him to do. You would hope that if he wants Jay Cutler to survive this season, if he wants Matt Forte to survive this season, that he's going to be a little smarter with his play calling. He's going to cut down on the 7-step drops. He's going to get the ball to somebody other than Matt Forte. But in order for that to happen, the offensive line's also got to help a little bit. But one way you do that is you keep the defense off balance. If you don't allow the defense to attack, you give the offensive line a chance to protect Jay Cutler. As bad as this line is, even this line can give him some time if the offensive play calling is a little smarter. Well, the Packers are missing 2 very important guys in their secondary, so that's going to give him some opportunities to throw the ball deep if he's got a receiver who can get open deep and if the offensive line gives him time to do that. Those are both huge questions. But I believe the Bears will score points against the Packers. In their first 2 games, the Packers have given up about 800 yards. I would expect that Jay Cutler will be able to do some damage. But the key to this game for the Bears is they've got to get the lead. They're not a good come-from-behind team for all the reasons that everybody already knows. So they've got to get involved in this game early. They can't go down 3 touchdowns again like they've done before. Well, I think Lovie Smith's going to probably change some things up. He's got to find a way to get Julius Peppers loose. Julius Peppers is the key to the whole defense. He makes everything happen. He was absolutely dominant against Atlanta, but Atlanta's line is not nearly as good as the Packers' line, so it's going to be tougher for him to do that. He's going to have to blitz a little bit more. He's going to have to do something to protect the secondary because you still don't know if the Bears' corners can cover anybody. Their safeties are a mess right now. You have no idea what Brandon Merriweather is going to be able to do. And there's been injuries to the safeties. So Aaron Rodgers is going to have a field day against the Bears. He's got great receivers. He's got a phenomenal tight end. The Bears don't have anyone that can match up with the Packers tight end. They didn't have anyone that could match up with any of the Saints tight ends. So that's going to be a big problem. But it's going to be a high-scoring game. That's why, again, it's a key that the Bears get off to a good start offensively. Yeah, 1-2 is not a death sentence for the Bears. I think if you had asked anyone who follows the NFL, and specifically follows the Bears, where they would have been after 3 games, I think 1-2 is probably about where you expected them to be. After they get through Carolina and then Detroit, the schedule gets significantly easier. So I don't think that 1-2 means the end of the season for the Bears, but I picked them 8-8. I still think it's an 8-8 team, but if you're rooting for the Bears and you're worried about 1-2, what that means, that doesn't mean that's the end of the season for the Chicago Bears. So I hope you've enjoyed a few minutes with Ask the Sports Writers. I'm Barry Rozner. Thanks for watching.